Okay, with Bren Dahl winning screenplay writer for Blonde in the Congo. I guess an adventure, drama, a little bit of romance. We're in the
Yes.
Congo and she's blonde, I guess, right?
What was that?
I said we're in the Congo and she and the main character is blonde.
Yes,
Hence the title.
right. I like the contrast.
Yeah. So tell me about, is it true that I was reading the blog interview that you've been working on the screenplay for the last 35 years?
Well, not nonstop. It's just been on my mind for 35 years and I
Gotcha.
and I felt absolutely compelled. I've got to just take it over the finish line.
And when did you start writing it?
Oh, probably um maybe 15 years ago
Okay. And so why is it a story that you had to get across the finish line? Like why did it hit you so profoundly? Like why did you have to finish the story?
because I think people need to know that there exists on this earth a country that is so primitive and it doesn't even have Western civilization yet. And it's just crazy.
So we live
And
in this kind of comfortable kind of society, right?
oh, we
Where
have no idea how other
yeah,
people live out there.
yeah. And we forget like we don't we're kind of like I was just talking I had a podcast about this about this guy saying like how unfair it is in this world but basically in comparison to the rest of the world it's like we're like royalty, I guess.
Oh, totally
Yeah.
royalty.
Yeah. And we
Oh,
lose that
and
perspective, right?
all my Congolese students, they would have loved to have come to the United States. I mean, that was their dream was to come here. I mean, there
So,
was basically everybody stole whatever they could to get by whenever. I mean, it was just absolute chaos.
so there's no law and order. Everybody's like
No,
survival
even
mode.
no survival mode. Even the police stole from you
So
because they
you,
weren't getting paid. Nobody was getting paid. All the money that was being given by the United States to Mobutu, who was the president, he kept it and he bought beautiful homes for himself in Europe. He didn't share it with his country. He basically stole it.
that's I don't I couldn't even imagine myself doing that. Like that's so despicable. Like
Oh,
you,
totally despicable. It was shocking. It was shocking that it's like, what? This country can exist? And nobody's doing anything about it. Well, we did something about it. You know, we sent volunteers in to teach English, which was very good because basically we were making $2 a day volunteering and but we could really help because what we could share with them, nobody could steal, which was the ability to speak English and to reach out to other people, you know, to reach out and make a connection with someone outside the country.
so this seems like an autobiographical story.
Yes, it is.
So tell
Yeah, I
me,
was
okay,
there for 2 years.
so you were there, you were in the Congo for 2 years,
Yes.
and how long ago was that?
That was in, that was after college. So I graduated in 77. So it was from 1977 to 79.
I didn't mean for you to age yourself. I don't know if that's a problem, but okay, okay,
Oh, I'm up there.
gotcha. So, okay, so then you went there. So what was your motivation in the 70s? You're young, capitalism is doing well.
Yes.
So you graduate from college, the women's rights is on its way. Not there yet, but it's like you seem to be in a pretty good position in 1977. What was your motivation to go to the Congo?
Well, I was an English major. That's just kind of how that was the area that I found I just did the best in. So here I am, a graduate. I'm an English major, and it's like, okay, okay, how do you make money as an English major? And so I, we figured out that the highest paying, you can be an English teacher, and the
Yeah.
highest paying jobs in the world were in Japan. And
Okay.
what did they require to of you, it was 2 years of teaching experience. So to get the high paying teaching job, I needed 2 years of teaching experience.
Okay.
So the Peace Corps offered you free training, free transportation, everything. If you teach, we'll cover you. So I did that to get my 2 years of teaching experience. And then after the Peace Corps, I went to Japan and taught for 2 years
Oh wow. So
and
there
made
was
a lot of money.
it was a practical decision then. You
It
joined
was
the
a
Peace Corps.
practical decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Otherwise, I wouldn't have stuck with it because it was too crazy and
yeah.
dangerous.
So what did your parents think when you went to the Congo?
Oh, my dad, because we grew up next to Gary, Indiana, like a couple towns over, and let's just say he gave me a machete and a rape whistle and pled with me not to go.
But you went anyways.
Yeah, he was so distraught that I went.
Is it
He
fair
did-
to say that you were a little bit idealistic about what was going to happen?
Yes, very. We were all idealistic.
And were you like did you like you said you wanted to get out, but if you could you would you were gonna you wanted to get out of it?
You mean to get out of the Peace Corps?
Yeah.
Well, I'd made a commitment, and
Yeah.
I believed that it was only right to um, do what I said I was going to do.
And was it a long 2 years?
It went by pretty fast.
Okay.
I mean, because of the fun guys I met when I was there, it actually was okay. It was good.
Is some of that in the screenplay?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I take it you haven't read it.
No, I did. No, I just wanted to add it up because it's like she falls in love with, it's almost a love triangle in a sense.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Just the guys who took this on to do the Peace Corps, I mean, those were some characters.
Yeah. You still talk to them now?
No, I haven't seen, well, one really did die,
Okay.
Joe, and Brian. No, once I saw his picture online, and he still is in the US, but I haven't talked to him. I mean, I'm very happily married, and
Yeah. No, but it's more about like it's just it's like it's sometimes you gain perspective because everybody has their own version of the past, right?
right, exactly.
Yeah. And but but because wouldn't you be curious what he thought of the screenplay?
Oh, yeah. I um I wouldn't seek him out to try to find out what he thought about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those I get it because well I guess it's like in the age of like because we remember the world before social media and Facebook so but now things are easier to find people from the past but it's almost like leave well enough alone which
Yes, leave well enough alone.
usually
Exactly.
that's usually the prescription that I I go under but
Right,
sometimes it's interesting to see what if kind of randomness if you run into somebody from the past so
right,
especially if you wrote a story about a character around him, right? So
right. He was a character. I mean, he was a very good boyfriend until he wasn't.
sure, yeah,
But
which usually happens, right? So yeah, especially when
yeah,
you're so
yeah.
okay, so
But he wasn't interested in marrying me or anything.
yeah,
He was having a good time.
yeah, which which is when you're young in your 20s and
Right.
yeah, it's kind of it's usually like in it's for me subjectively speaking, it's a mature standpoint. So
Yeah, I had more that I wanted to do. I wasn't ready to get married.
exactly, yeah. Okay, so you wrote the screenplay, so you had this on your mind. You were an
Yes.
English major, so you've obviously written. When did you first start dabbling in the scripts?
Probably a little bit before I started working for my my employer, who was a screenwriter,
Okay.
he worked at Sunset Gower Studios. His name was Court Cassidy, and I worked for him. And he sold a screenplay, and that was how he was able to hire me. So I thought, oh, they that really can happen.
Yeah.
I can do this. So no, I thought it was a story that had to be told.
What did you do for him? What was your job?
I was his assistant. I, set up meetings, did all the administrative work behind the scenes for
Okay.
him.
That's when you stopped teaching, I'm assuming?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I taught for yeah, the 2 years in Zaire in the Congo, and then for 2 years in Osaka, Japan. And then I came back and actually I started a video business, and then I came to California and got married and now work for my husband who's a photographer. So I'm running his business. So
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so you have, like you said, the obstacles you had, according to your blog entries, you have three children, you're working full time for your husband's business. So you're busy. One would assume
yes,
you're busy.
yes.
So when did you kind of set aside to start writing this script?
Whenever he would go off to play tennis, my husband, then I'd sit down and
Okay. So you just hope he wasn't going to get hurt during tennis because then that would ruin your.
no, no, he's
I'm kidding, kidding.
yeah.
So then you would do something, he would do his hobby, you would do your quote unquote hobby, I guess, and
Right,
write the screenplay.
right.
This is the only script of you've written, or
Yes.
okay. Did you ever think of writing it like a novel version of this?
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
I have a diary that is this huge 11 by 14 book that I filled up. I think it went to 900 pages that
Oh
I
wow.
wrote while I was there.
That's smart.
And then I can pull a lot from there. But then I reread it and it wasn't gripping enough to have been a novel
Okay. But then why screenplay? Why did you just choose a screenplay?
because it was visual and compact and put all of the conflict in a short form. And
Gotcha.
also I wanted the screenplay to be visual. And this screenplay can actually, you know what, talk about a low budget project. This screenplay could be very low budget.
But you would want to go to the Congo, right? You would want to, I guess you don't have to, but
I mean, a team could go to the Congo and shoot this, and it would not be that expensive.
yeah.
I mean, it's very doable. It's not a high budget project at all. It's very doable
Yeah.
by if someone believed in it.
So structurally, this is a coming of age story about a woman in her living in the like in this era, and she's young, and
Right.
so in 2 years she's one person. Then the end of the script, when she's finished, she's another person, I guess, right?
Yes,
And so that happened to you.
I would say so.
Is there a sequel when you're in Japan to the screenplay?
There could be,
Yeah, because
because
that's a
that,
that's a whole different world, I guess. You're going from one extreme to the other.
oh, exactly one extreme to the other. Because I went to Japan right at the beginning of their like their version of Silicon Valley tech explosion.
Yeah,
When all of their products, all of their video cameras, their radios, everything was just being bought by Americans, and they were on fire as
yeah.
a producer and a culture. And no, I went there and I was so busy in Japan. I was even stopped on the street and told, you could, like, I'm old now, but back then I looked a whole lot better. And
You
and
still look great now, but go ahead. Yeah.
gosh, you're so nice. But I got stopped on the street and told, you can make a lot of money modeling. And when someone said, "Oh, I can make a lot of money," doing so. Okay, let's hear more about this. So, anyway, I worked for 2 years there, just nonstop modeling and teaching.
Oh, wow.
I made a lot of money.
Because they like the blonde American
Exactly.
on a
I
counter to
didn't
the
have any
Japanese,
competition.
yeah, to the Japanese culture. And this is not what you expected, I guess.
Oh, not at all. I went there to teach English at a university and then locally at a little school
Yeah. But why didn't you stay? Why didn't you keep going?
because I at that point I was starting to think I would really like to get married and meet somebody,
Okay.
and I wanted my my nice tall American man, not all these little guys.
So you're not being stereotypical. You're just stating the facts of what your experience is living there.
Yes,
Okay. No, we all have a type, I guess, right?
yeah. I mean, the men there weren't my type.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that
I
makes
wanted,
sense.
yeah. I
I'm
mean, I
sure I'm sure you got hit on a lot, one would assume.
not so much, but by one person.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe they're not as aggressive, I guess, as our culture is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this one particular person was very, very helpful in getting me set up for all these modeling jobs.
Gotcha. That's a sequel in itself right there. Have you
Yeah.
thought about it?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Have you done any work on it yet?
No,
Did you write a journal during that experience as well?
no, there was no time.
Oh, really? You're that busy?
Oh, I was booked out and all the they worked around my university schedule and my
Yeah.
other class schedule.
Yeah.
All of the commercials and the ads and everything.
Sounds like your agent was making a lot of money too.
Yep. He was.
Yeah.
He was booking me out all non. Yeah, it was great though. I was on a roll for two
Yeah.
years. It was
Something tells
great.
me that he was making more money than you thought.
Probably.
Yeah.
He made all the arrangements and I didn't speak Japanese. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a cynical by
Oh, I'm
nature.
sure. No, just by judging from the little I knew about that agent guy, he was a
Yeah.
character. Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow. Well, that's so you've had a good life then. You've had an interesting life.
Oh,
Now you have
yeah.
kids.
Yeah. Those 4 years. Oh, gosh, yes.
Is so do you have a daughter? Is one of your three kids a girl? I'm just curious.
Yes. One is a little girl that I adopted from China.
Oh, wow. Okay. And if she told you when she was 21, 22, wants to go to the Congo, join the Peace Corps, what would you say?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would not allow my kids to go there. I mean,
Okay.
they could disobey me and go anywhere anyway, but
Yeah. Even though you gained something from it, I guess.
yeah, I guess I gained something from it. 2 years experience so I could get my Japanese job.
Okay. There you go. We got a screenplay now.
Yes.
Right? All right. So
Yeah.
you wrote the
And the
screen.
screenplay now.
Yeah.
But I just feel like really it has to be, people need to know
Yeah.
what life is like in different countries, especially Americans. Oh my gosh. Because when I came to the United States, when people said, "Oh, you're in the Peace Corps, where'd you go?" I said, "Africa, at the Congo." Oh, did you, oh, what animals did you see? That was the only question people could come up with.
Yeah. Well,
No
I'm
one,
from I'm from a border city. I was born and raised in Niagara Falls, and
oh, my grandparents are near there, from near
okay,
there.
where they're in New York State.
No, they're in Grimsby, Ontario,
Oh,
Canada,
there we
about an
go. Yeah.
hour
So yeah,
from Niagara
20 minutes
Falls.
away from Niagara Falls. Yeah.
Yeah.
20 minutes. I have family there. So
Oh,
so
wow.
ba yeah, so basically being there, we were dependent on the American tourist, right? And what happened after 9/11 is that every country, getting to every country, including me going in the States, I have to have my passport with me, right? And they
Yeah.
found out that nobody in the United States has a passport. So they had to make an exception for Americans coming into Canada without a passport, or else the Niagara Falls economy would have crashed.
I bet.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that
Yep.
that was like no, like almost like 80% of Americans didn't have a passport. It was some crazy stat back
Oh,
then.
sure. We didn't. My family, we drove up twice a year to Canada to visit my
Yeah.
grandparents, and we didn't once get asked at the border for a
No,
passport.
no, because you don't. But I'm saying that, but like that means that they're not going anywhere because they're not leaving their country, right? So, and it's just like it makes the point I'm trying to make is that that's the point. You're like they don't go anywhere. I'm being general, of course, right? But you're not going anywhere, so you have no perspective besides your own country, right? So,
Right.
yeah. So you gotta see the world because like you'd be surprised, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just different points of view as well, right? Like different perspectives. So
Oh, absolutely.
uh, I'm not trying to be anti-American. I'm just saying that that's what I experienced growing up. So yeah. So it's
Right.
interesting because I think you got it because I think it's the way the culture is raised, right? You got everything. We got everything in the States. Everything we got. Why do we need to go anywhere else, right? So
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah. So so then that's what's happening. So then yeah. But it's almost like it is. It's like a fish out of water story, right? Like it's like you're
Yes.
going right. So, but what makes it stand out is that it's not a white survival, like survival. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like a white savior movie, where like it's not about that. It's about your character, kind of like experience. She's not teaching anybody anything. If anything, everybody's teaching her, right? So it's like she's just gaining perspective on what the world is about.
Right. But I hope I helped people learn English,
Yeah,
how to speak
you
English.
know what I'm talking about, like a more deeper perspective. Like the person comes to the third world country and like saves the day, right? Indiana Jones saves the day, goes to Africa and save. You know what I'm trying to say? Like there's that.
Right.
Yeah, it's not about that.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, so you submitted, so you finished the script and then you submitted to Beverly Hills Film Festival and you got in,
Yes.
and then that's what kind of motivated you to send out to other festivals.
Yes. But I'm not sending it to other festivals right now because I'm redoing some parts.
Okay. You learn from the experience.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So then this is like, so what does your family feel about this? Like, they like the new kind of, the new mom, the new version of you?
Oh, they haven't read it. Nobody in my family has read it except my husband. And he keeps cheering me on to
Yeah.
finish,
So he's happy.
enter it. He
Yeah.
no, he wants me to go someplace with this.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's awesome. So to finish things off, that we always ask people on the blog interview what movie they watched the most times in their life. Do you remember what you said?
Last of the Mohegans,
Last of the Mohicans. Yeah. So why Last of the Mohicans?
because Daniel Day-Lewis is absolutely awesome.
It's funny because that's not the movie, like it's a movie that he was in for sure and he was great in it, but it's not the movie that people think of him in.
Oh, that movie just captured, I mean, just the adventure
Yeah.
and and the love story built into it, and two cultures clashing, and
Yeah.
no, I absolutely loved that movie.
Kind of similar to yours tone wise.
Oh, his was a lot more exciting, but
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because yeah, but it's like a great score, right? That movie's got a amazing score.
oh, beautiful, beautiful music with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you're on your way and it sounds like you got a sequel in your hands as well, but you're going to rewrite the script and And congratulations on everything. This is kind of great that you kind of like had this in your mind for so long and you finally bring it out there to the world.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for giving, for recognizing that and giving it some exposure.
And I know it's not easy to start something like this because there's an overwhelming feeling, something new. You got to learn a new craft. So I,
Right.
it's sometimes it's easy to give up on page five, right? But you've like you finished it, which is amazing.
Yeah. And I still have some tweaking to do.
Yeah. But you got the spine is there. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
the
So
spine's there.
yeah.
I have two more things I'm going to work on and finish and
Yeah.
before I start submitting it again.
Yeah. Because that's the accomplishment in itself. That's amazing. You know, like it's getting persevering and getting going through those self-doubts, going through those fears, insecurities. We all have them, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And you
Like
did
how
it.
many screenplays were submitted to this festival?
I can't even tell you, but lots. Very like maybe like 5% of the ones that we get, we pass through. So
Oh, really?
yeah, you're in select company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk again when you could submit this one to another festival of ours, or you could submit another your sequel. But let's talk again. Hopefully, we can reminisce.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds great.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.